Hey Brick fans, this is Dave from Brick 101, and today I'm reviewing the McFarlane Toys Five Nights at Freddy's set, Phantom Balloon Boy with Office Hallway. This set is number 12813, contains 39 pieces, and retails for about $9 in the United States. There's a link in the description where you can buy this set online. So let's take a look at the figure of Phantom Balloon Boy. As usual with McFarlane Toys, there's lots of detail on this figure. The head mold is entirely new. All those lines and scrapes on him are actually molded in, not just painted on his head. Even the propeller at the top of the beanie is a slightly new piece. It has a round peg hole as opposed to the half round peg that it used to have in the other Balloon Boy variants. Moving on down, the bib is a new mold as well. Again, all of those lines and scars are actually molded in as opposed to painted. The arms are brand new pieces. The previous two Balloon Boys had very different types of arms. The legs are about the only thing that's a repeat here, as well as, the back of the torso, that kind of thing. So lots of new pieces here. I think the one criticism I have of this figure is that the skin tone is too bright. All of the Phantom animatronics are really dark. This Phantom Balloon Boy almost looks like a glow-in-the-dark figure, which is not really in keeping with the aesthetic of the game, where everything is very dark and muted. If you compare this even to a brightened version of Phantom BB from the game, you'll see that the skin is very much noticeably brighter than everything else. And looking at Balloon Boy with all the other Phantom animatronics and even Springtrap, he definitely stands out. I think the figure looks good, it's just kind of inaccurate with that skin tone. So that's kind of a hard line to draw there. Let me know what you think in the comments about this approach to Phantom BB and the skin being a little bit brighter than it is in the game. And here's a look at Phantom Balloon Boy alongside the other Balloon Boy variants, Regular Balloon Boy and Nightmare Balloon Boy. Really, this is all the Balloon Boys covered. The only one that they could possibly really do at this point would be JJ, or the odd-colored Balloon Boy hallucination from Five Nights at Freddy's 2, depending on what you want to call that. But that seems like a pretty far off the beaten path character for them to do, but who knows? I was surprised they went with Phantom BB before some other characters. Here's a look at Phantom BB alongside the other Phantom animatronics, and Springtrap thrown in just to fill out the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 lineup, as it were. At least so far what we've gotten from McFarlane Toys. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 has definitely been the least represented game in their sets. We've gotten 4 things, but 3 of them were just the small little one-offs, so only have these 4 characters so far. We'll see if any future waves give us the rest of the Phantom animatronics. I would like Phantom Chica just because she's a ridiculous watermelon. So the build that comes along with this set is this little bit of wall and a propped up part of a Freddy Fazbear suit. This is called the office hallway. So it's supposed to be the part that's visible just through the door of the office in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I really like this Freddy Fazbear prop that they put up. It's not super accurate to the game. It should be missing both ears and the top hat to be really spot on, but they obviously just reused the mold for Purple or Shadow Freddy here for the head, as well as for the bib, and just recolored those things. I think that's a pretty good reuse rather than creating a new mold for this. I can understand that for a small set like this, they had already created a bunch of new molds for Phantom Balloon Boy, so just kind of reusing parts for this Freddy prop makes sense, even if it's less than game accurate, but I still think they're just some cool pieces there. Could be fun for you to build your own random animatronic with them. As for the wall itself, we've got one of these 2x4 grate pieces, which are always fun. The coloring here, I don't really know what they're trying to do with the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 hallway things. I thought this look that they used previously in one of the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 sets worked better. It has a kind of dirty color for the bottom. The top has some water damage on it. This color is a lot closer to the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 color. And it looks just too bright and shiny for something that's supposed to be run down and dilapidated. Would have been nice to have some watermarked pieces here to kind of match the look. I just feel like this is too bright, and also there's stripe color inconsistencies, so it's a little confusing kind of what they're trying to go for here. You know, that's kind of a small quibble. So you can kind of line this little bit up with the security office to kind of make it look like the stuff that's outside the door. Doesn't really line up with the hole very well for a sight line, but you can maybe tweak it just like that. Kind of works. And so, you know, then you can create a little bit more of the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 experience. Alright team, let's review the game plan. We're all gonna be spooky things hiding here to scare people. So you're all phantoms, so you'll sneak up on people in the dark and give them heart attacks or whatever, and then I'll come and attack them in real life. So let's look at your outfits here. Phantom Foxy looking good, Phantom Freddy looking good, ready to hide in the dark, and Phantom Balloon Boy, what are you doing? You're like glow in the dark. Everyone's gonna see you from a mile away. You'll never be able to sneak up on people. This is a disgrace to the Fazbear Fright franchise here, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say to you, except goodbye. Oh, sorry, Phantom Freddy, I didn't mean to knock you down. I'll just talk backwards to you. Overall, I think this set looks nice, even if it's a little inaccurate to the game. I think for hardcore Five Nights at Freddy's fans, the opportunity to get a Phantom Balloon Boy is pretty nice, and this extra bit of Freddy pieces in a different paint scheme than we've seen before is nice and could be fun for building your own custom animatronics. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to Brick 101, and check out all my other Five Nights at Freddy's videos.